Hello again. If you've been following along in the last one, you're looking at something that should look pretty much exactly like this. And in this one, we're going to start adding the smaller details, the eyebrows, little cheeky bits, the mouth. Yeah, you get it. All right, so I'm going to go straight into viewport shading, and I'd like to get the mouth first. So I'm going to select this cube. I'm also going to hide the camera because it is right in my face. So I want a loop cut that's at the top of the mouth, which is about just underneath the eyes. So Control R and drop that there. And then I'm going to want another one at the bottom of the mouth, probably about there. I need one in the middle. And we could probably, yeah, let's mirror this. Alt Z, let's X that one side. And then let's put a mirror on. Saves us doing twice the work. So now I want, I'm going to need where the loop, I need where the mouth starts on the side, which is almost level with the eye. About there, I think, maybe a bit in. And grab, I'm trying to think the best way to do this. Put one more loop cut. This will be the bottom of the mouth. And let's start making the shape. We don't need any more geometry in the middle of all this, so we're all good. And we're going to want another loop cut. And we're just roughly getting a slight curve. We also need to lower these. Am I in one? I am, so that it's underneath. I've just realised his nose angles up a bit, so we'll do that in a second. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. I'm getting a smile. Let's just fix that nose. Don't hide it. That's better. Okay, so that's, I mean, it's probably going to require more mucking around. But grab those two, press E, quite far back, and then just grab this face that appears and delete it. All right, and now we have a head with our mouth. And if we put a subdiv on this, it'll probably all go wrong. Let's find out. Yep, that's can. Really badly wrong. Let's fix that. So if I tab into edit mode, I clearly need a loop cut here. I want a loop cut underneath, just to bring that. In fact, let me put this up to 3. And probably a loop cut here. You know what? Cancel all of that. I think there's a better way to do it. There is. So don't put a subdiv on. Let's apply the mirror. Make sure that clipping is on first. Apply the mirror. And let's put a bevel, which will just sharpen up the edges so that when the subdiv comes into play, we'll have to deal with this because it'll still be quite angular, but let's have a look. Generate subdiv. That's worked out much better. We still need one here. This corner shading is because it's spreading too far along the geometry. Something like that. And this didn't happen in my last. I'm going to put another another thingy there. No. Put one on the side here. That's the problem. Okay. Put that up to 3. So we are going to need to manually move some of these vertices. So in X-ray, I want to move these. It's the bevel that does this. Oh, and I've put a loop cut there. If we add enough, then it will round off. So we needed one there. I need one there. Oh, I could have done with a mirror, couldn't I? Never mind. Right, let's bring these two down. And another one. And let's bring you two down. G. Okay. I think actually that can come down a bit just to smooth that. In fact, if I select both of them in the same spot, GZ. There we go. Happy smiley face. Jabbly. For the chin, Oh dear. This is a messy side. I don't know if yours is the same. This is a nice one, so I'm going to delete. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I want to delete this side. And I'm going to mirror it again. So add a mirror. And put that at the top. Yeah, at the top. Okay. So for the actually, once we've done that, apply that mirror, because now we'll have good topology both sides. For his little chinny bit, I believe I took these, extrude them outwards, and then scale them together. And scale them on the Z. No, don't do that. Take these bottom ones and just bring them back. Yeah, I want that a bit rounded. I mean, once the subdiv is on, that's way harsher than my last one. Why is that so much harsher? Let me just check something. Control Z all of that. Just take these two, extrude them, scale it down. I don't know why it was. Why was it so much cleaner on the other one? Let me just figure out what I can do here. I think I do want to take them. Let me try inset them. No. If you press I once, it does all of them together. If you press I twice, it does. It's supposed to separate them. Right. I'm going to take all of these. This is not the way I had to do it last time. I'm just going to extrude them slightly, scale them down, and make it look a bit smilier. So just grab those two, GZ. And let's take these two and just follow the curve of the mouth a little bit. Take those two. Doesn't matter, the ones at the back are going. No, let's try not to get the ones at the back. Okay, just adding that curve back in. That's better. Let's have the butchers. Okay, so that's his mouth and his chin done. It's a bit sharp. It's nearly his mouth and his chin done. Let me just take these and move them up. It's a bit squiff, isn't it? No, that's fine. Okay. Now let's add some teeth. Shift A, mesh, plane, RX90. Scale it down. And then bring it forward so we can see it. Oh, drop it into place. SZ, and then apply your scale. Scale, there it is. And rotate it a bit. And then let's put it back in. Oh, wait, let's add a solidify. Add modifier, generate, solidify. Give it a bit of thickness. I'll do. GY. Now select something with a mirror, copy to selected. Okay, and now we've got the teeth. The tongue's very simple. Shift A, mesh, cube. Now let's just move it out so we can see it. Scale it right down, scale it, scale it on the X. Apply your scale with Control A, it's just in my quick menu. And then Control R, put a loop cut in the middle. X-ray, select the top two, bring them down, put one there, select both of those, press SZ, and then select these ones still in X-ray and SZ, and just move them down, and put a cut there that's a bit close, and a cut there, and then let's put on a subdiv, and there is our tongue. Straight down, let's bring it forward, GY, copy there. We can afford to just drag the bottom down into the mouth. Like that. Let's just put a quick material, new, and then just give it a pink colour. That'll do. Okay, let's have a look. There's his tongue. All right, so let's look at his chesty area. First, we can make all this with just all in the cube itself. We're going to want a loop cut for where the bottom of the collar gets to, which is probably about there. Put a loop. How many do we want? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 loop cuts, and we're going to take these two. In fact, let's mirror this. Alt Z. Let's clear. Put a loop cut in the middle first. Clear these. Let's add a mirror. Nope. Shift select something with a mirror. Copy to selected. All right. So take this. Yes, because that's going to be the tie. So put a loop cut in the middle there. That's going to go there, and that is going to go right up. But I'm going to GX this entire line. Okay, put another loop cut there. And another loop cut at the middle, or where the bottom of the tie is, which is about there. If I get out of X-ray, and the tie's there, so it's going to move to about there, and I'm just going to give that a bit more of a tie shape. I'm also going to select these two and just move them together. Okay, so now if we select these faces and then extrude slightly, and then grab, just control click, get rid of those. This is the tie, and that's going to come out with E for extrude again. Okay, now we have our tie and shirt collars. So the black belty bit, if you go to X-ray, select your vertices, and I just want what's going on here? I want this. What happens if I select that whole loop? Okay, that's fine. Just select the whole loop, but I'm going to deselect that because I want this flat. So S Z 0, and then I'm going to bring that up. If his shirt, his suit trousers are going to start about here, let's put a line in there. Take these off, and yeah, and that one, and SZ. Oh, not SX, SZ0. Get them straight, and that is going to be GZ. That's going to be where his suit shirt ends and his trousers begin, which means if we put another loop cut here, I'm actually going to, this whole loop here, Alt Z, yeah, I need to bring up to, oh, hello, I just want these, GZ, and now we've got one, I'm looking, we need 1, 2. In fact, if that comes, press GG, do this on both of those, GG, one at the back, there's 3. Why have I got, that isn't necessary, I don't know where that's come from. So I'm going to double click that and, oh no, it is necessary, leave it. All right. Sorry, so Alt Z, oh no, let's take this point and I want it to be parallel in the same spot. Let's take this point, drag that down, drag that down. Right, so that needs to be, hello, that needs to come down further. This is tedious, isn't it? I'm going to speed this up while I fix this. Right, I just wanted, because I'm going to select, we're going to take, there's 2. So that's going to be one of those black belt bits. There's a big old buckle in the middle. We'll put another line there, and that will probably do it. So if I select these 2 and that one, and we just go straight back, E, backwards. That should, those belty bits, it's probably too far. That's too far. Let's bring them back, G, Y. They really should be subtle, not gaping holes. All right. You don't see them here, but there are belt buckles. But I'm not going to do those. They're not in this image. It's the reference, so I'm going to leave it like that. That's a bit simpler. Okay. What else did we need? So we've got our eyebrows, of course. So very simple as well. Shift A, mesh plane, RX90, G, and let's, I've lost my keyboard. Scale it down, SZ, and apply scale. Do not forget. And I just want to bring that. I need that. Just, oh, it's already there. And add a solidify to that, and just give it a bit of thickness. About that. That's already in the right place, but it's a bit big. Okay, so plot one there. Shift D, might as well. Plot one there. Shift D. Plot one there. And then I should have already done that. Just give it a new material, black and fairly rough. And the IOR down to about 1.0 something to make it very black. And then click that one, and then click the one with the material. Blimey. There's link materials somewhere. I never remember. But just, they need to be the same material. Whichever way you do that, you can find it in the menu. All right. I think they're a bit big. So I want to scale them all. But if I press S for scale now, they're going to, it's because I'm already on individual origins. So normally it's on bounding box center, they'd scale together. But I want them to scale individually. So if I press full stop or period, individual origins, they will scale independent of one another. And let's, well, we've got all 3 selected. Actually, select one of them. Select an arm, and let's copy the mirror. And then select that one, and finally select the one with the mirror. And then on your mirror, drop down and copy the selected. All right. His legs are massive. I'm going to S, Shift Z. That's better. Okay. All right. I think they're all the bits. So next one we'll do the texturing. But now he's ready to just texture. All right. So hopefully you're in the same spot. Everything's ready and prepped and good to go. So I will see you in the final 3rd part of texturing Mr. SpongeBob SquarePants. Until then, bye.